Good afternoon, I'm Dan and this is Matthew.
Hello.
And welcome back to the Just and Crime podcast. Today's episode we'll be talking about our past experiences to do with crime, following a bunch of interesting questions that you should stay tuned for towards the end. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Alright.
Right, so I got a couple of past experiences, but I'll talk about this one.
All right.
So I was playing football at the park with my mates,
Okay.
and then we was about quite late into about like 3:30, and then we see some people on like a bench. So we're thinking, what are they doing here? They're all dressed in black and stuff. So they did look a bit dodgy. So when we thought, you know what, I think we need to go because I'm like thought we was going to do something.
Yeah.
So we had a goal net, so we had to take that down. Tore that down. Then we walked down like this hill bit. Then they started calling us. So me and my two other mates were like walking quite fast. But the other ones, one of them left up a bag. So one of them had to quickly grab a bag. But then this one of the people from the other four grabbed him, stole his bag, and oh blood, give me his stuff. So I'm just shocked. I'm just like, what's going on? And then I realised I was getting robbed. I was like, oh crap. And the bikes got stolen. My mates had the bike. The phones, the bus passes. So obviously they couldn't get home if they got a bus because they didn't have a bus pass. The money got stolen. The coats. So yeah, it's just really bad. So obviously they was all like really scared. So I had to phone the parents and the police. When the police came, but police didn't really do anything. All they did was just saying what was addressed, what did look like, but we couldn't really see them if they had their face covered in black.
Didn't they try and find out who did it?
It took them like a couple. I think it took them like a month or something to find them. But I didn't think they even got caught in prison or stuff. So.
What, just bail or something, just like a fine or something?
Yeah, I think it's just a fine. So.
Yeah.
But that's why there should be more police, in the
yeah, they really should.
On the street, in the park, and that.
Yeah, definitely the park though.
Yeah, because that's where most of the stuff happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, I've had some experiences in Sutton. Yeah, but it's not really that major. Yeah, but it's still experience, isn't it? I was walking up Grace Church, which is like the centre bit of Sutton, and these two people started coming up to me and my friends. I was with two other friends, and they were asking for weed and telling me where we were from and stuff. And whenever they talk about that stuff, you just know that they're dodgy because first of all, why would they want to know where you live? And they're just like, oh, you got any weed or something?
You just wouldn't tell them where you live, would you?
Well, yeah, exactly. So I was ahead of my friends because I was just walking quicker. My mate Jack was at the back, right next to me, and my other mate was just in the middle. And my mate Jack, he legged it the other way to run away from them because they were reaching for his coat pockets and stuff. And I saw my friend Jake running over to me. And because I have such a bad reaction time and it takes me a while to figure out what the hell's going on. I just saw him run right past me, so he overtook me. I saw them two getting really close to me, so I was just like, I better start running now. So I ran with Jake, but stupidly I followed where he was going because he was going towards a narrow space to get past, and on towards the left of where we were going, it was an open space. But at the time I just thought, I may as well stick with my friend or whatever. But then as I was going through the narrow space, there was these two other people that cornered me. They was right in front of me, and there was two other people behind me chasing me, and so I had to sort of swift my way past them. They tried tripping me over, but that was about it. And then but my friend Jake, he went back into the danger zone where we ran from to go all the way to the other end. So he went back into where they were, which was stupid, but but anyway, a few months later, me and my mate Jack decided to go back in the Sutton. and we went into McDonald's, and on the way through the door, we saw the guy who we saw last time, who tried mugging us, smoking weed or whatever, and you could just tell that he realised that he remembered us. And we were just in McDonald's for about 20 minutes or something, deciding how we're going to just walk away without them annoying us or whatever. And we decided that we were just going to like go out when two parents were walking out with a child. So, you know, it just decreases our odds of
it's felt more safe
getting jumped or whatever. Yeah, exactly. And pretty much we just ran, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
But my mate Jack, he had a friend on PS4. He made friends with him on PS4 and stuff, and he was friends with him for like 2 years or whatever. I was in a party quite a lot, talking to him as well.
Yeah.
And I even met him a few times in Birmingham, but this one time Jack and his friend decided to go to a certain park to just to hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
And basically there was this group of people that attacked my mate and robbed his coat, a Moncler coat. It's about $1,000 or whatever. First of all, that is a bit dodgy wearing a grand coat
to the park.
Into some park, yeah. But like, I think that's his only coat that he's got, so it'd have been cold otherwise. But anyway, so they took his coat. I think he had some AirPods in it, so that was an extra 100, 200 quid or whatever. And basically, Jack's mate didn't help him at all and ran with them, so he instantly knew that he was behind it.
Yeah.
And they contacted the police, and the police was trying to investigate it.
Yeah.
And a few months later, the guy who was friends with my mate decided to put a listing on Spock, and basically you can add friends on there.
Yeah, you can have.
And so it came with a notification on his phone saying this guy has put up a listing of the Moncler coat for like 800 quid or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he instantly called the police, and then he was done for, basically.
If you don't know what Spock is, guys, it's like a shopping site.
It's like
list stuff. It's like Amazon or eBay kind of.
But just for
people go to your houses.
Stuff.
People go to your houses to buy instead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not trying to go into questions now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So on the news, I've been seeing like this rapper called CB. He's a drill rapper.
Yeah.
And basically he got arrested for car chasing with a load of weapons in the back of his car. This is in the UK, so it's quite mad that he has like, a load of guns and stuff.
He probably got him in the league, obviously. I'm like, someone in a different country.
But he was arrested for about 21 years, and then about a few weeks after he got arrested, his Instagram account got a blue tick.
Yeah, which verified.
Yeah, so it means that he's verified on Instagram. It basically means that he can contact famous people, and he'll get recognised if he comments on a picture first or whatever. But it basically like symbolises like to his fans that like, it's okay to do bad things and get rewarded.
Guns in your car.
Yeah, and a lot of drill rappers, they do get success, a lot of success, to get rich and stuff like that, famous or whatever. And it does like show to like the audience, like younger people, that if you're from if you live in the wrong side of the tracks or whatever, but you can carry on doing bad things to get famous. Or whatever,
so
which is definitely wrong. You shouldn't be doing that.
You should do that.
Yeah, because a lot of drill rappers talk about drugs, attacking people.
But basically telling people to do bad stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But it does pay off for them people, because a lot of drill rappers, when they talk about things in their songs, they it sort of relates to what they've done in the past, most likely.
And drill, if you know what drill is, it's like this UK rap culture thing.
It's
culture. Rap basically.
It's a different type of style that talks more about like all the bad stuff.
The bad stuff, like drugs, money. And
yeah. I mean, some drill songs like they do sound alright, but I'm not a massive drill fan, to be honest. But that wasn't even the question. I didn't even ask you about it. But yeah, what do you think about it?
Well, I think it's not proper bad to have. We're telling people to rob, kill someone, do drugs to get verified.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you just don't listen to that, you won't need to do that to get famous. Well, you shouldn't even get famous for killing someone. But that's for media these days. But just make people famous because
there are a few successful people high up, you know, like successful actors like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Just something, for example, it's loaded with money.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
really
just bad
famous
stereotypes because if kids listen to that, well, not kids, like teens and that.
Yeah, because when Mark Wahlberg was 17, he got arrested for attempted murder.
Yeah,
I think he's like apologised and stuff in the past, but compare that to like TV, for example. Like, you know, when actors say like inappropriate things online and they get sacked for it.
Yeah,
and they're letting this guy off who attempted murder or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a bit weird, to be fair. I don't know why they're doing that, but yeah.
What? I'll give you a question. So, do you believe area you live in is safe for you to go out and walk around at night or even daylight?
I believe the area that I live in is safe, but that's only because I live in the good part of the area. So I live in Sutton Coldfield, and a lot of people say that it's a posh place. It kind of is, but like
most of it is posh, but like the core of it is a site.
Yeah, pretty much. Like Sutton Park, you know, like the main area of Sutton, is a bit dodgy, but it's like, I mean, it is a nice place, but for the past like few years, like crime has started to.
Would you recommend it for someone to live there?
I'd say like Four Oaks and Mere Green area. Definitely. They're basically where I live.
Like posh, peaceful areas, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, any posh area is pretty much a peaceful area, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like anyway.
Yeah.
But I do feel safe where I live because I live in Mere Green. Sometimes I do feel a bit weird at night, not walking around when it's pitch black, especially when it gets dark earlier. But other than that, it's all right, to be fair. What about you?
Well, I think maybe it's getting bad like each year because for the past couple of years, there's a house got raided for drugs, and then there's been like tons of like police chases, and then there's been a couple like crashes, people getting knocked over, and there's this one. It's like a massive. There's about 2 helicopters, and then it turns out the car like crashed in like this house's garden, a couple houses down. And then the police obviously like arrested them and that. But yeah,
Jesus.
I live by main road, so it's loud. So
do you live in King's Standing?
Nah, it's a great bar. Like
alright.
So yeah, I wouldn't recommend living there. It's very loud and not really that safe anymore.
I've got one more question for you. So obviously when you go secondary school and stuff, you do PE.
Yeah.
And you do a load of different type of sports, and some random sports, you know, like handball, Danish rounders, I think it's called, or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, personally, I don't think that's useful at all. But what would you think about? What would you think about if like they introduced martial arts there to the PE?
What if it
stuff?
Taught martial arts?
Yeah, because I feel like that would be beneficial, but then bad at the same time.
It could be good for them, but bad at the same time. Yeah, because for example, if like there's a couple of people coming up to you, you're not gonna bloody fight them off or do your self-defense on them because they rather had a knife or something. It can lead to bad stuff, and it can teach people that we think they're hard, so they want to like fight people because they know martial arts. But it can be good as well for if it's you and it's just one person trying to rob you and fight you can just use self-defense, can't you? Like the teacher. So it could be good and bad. So
Yeah, I think, there are loads of idiots that will just use it just to start fights and stuff at school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel like you need to have some sort of fighting class, even if it's just like boxing, because boxing is not as brutal as the other martial arts. It's fine. I mean, all you're doing is punching, but it's better than getting elbowed in the face, kneed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would say that some sort of boxing would be good for schools.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, I'm going to end it now. So
Okay.
this is the end of our podcast. So that you liked it and you have learnt some important information about crime, and we hope that you take the information with you. Remember how crucial it is to stay safe. This has been the Just Crime podcast. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week.
Bye bye.